Doctor, you said that for you, one of the bigger moments for you, the bigger moments of realization is when you began studying, I think it's called the Keju, which is Chinese civil service examination system invented in the 6th century. I've never heard of this before. And it was a real intellectual turning point for you because I think it helped you to start really connect with the Chinese historical political development and also kind of what they're doing from this modern governance standpoint. I wondered if you could really educate us on that or explain that, because I'm probably talking about things that nobody watching us has ever heard of.
Yeah, so it is that term that few people have heard of, but you being the British know about the civil service exam in the British system. And the British got that system, Americans got that system from the Brits. The Brits got that system from the Prussians, and the Prussians got that system from the Chinese. Okay, so this is the kind of the trajectory and the migration of the civil service exam. Chinese invented the civil service exam in the 6th century. It is usually said that China, the ancient Chinese civilization, invented 4 great inventions: gunpowder, printing, compass, and paper. I would actually add that there is a 5th great invention created by the ancient Chinese, and that is the civil service exam. Why is it so great? The civil service exam, the Chinese invented exam, and then they applied it to the government service. So this idea of indicating and assessing capabilities through an exam system on the basis of constructed metrics is an incredible invention. Look at the Roman Empire, look at the Greek civilization. A lot of that competition was based on athletic competition, military competition, battles, right? Caesar and all of that. So in my 2023 book, I said that if I have to name one difference between Western civilization and Chinese civilization, I will name the exam system. The Chinese civilization invented this exam system, whereas the Western civilization has organized itself on the basis of military and the conflicts. The reason why this is consequential is because the civil service exam system allowed the Chinese state to monopolize the best and the brightest of the society. That made the Chinese state incredibly powerful because they had this ready channel to the best and the brightest of the society. Imagine every graduate of MIT, and you were one of them, ended up working for the government and doesn't end up in the corporate sector, doesn't end up in the university sector. The government is going to be incredibly powerful because it has the possession of all these incredibly smart human capital.
Peter Thiel took $500,000 and turned it into $1 billion using the exact same techniques we're using inside the investment club. He met a CEO, his name was Zuckerberg. He pitched him the deal and he said, okay, I'll give you $500,000. Mark went public and sold the shares to people like you. Well, what happened to Peter? Well, he exited and got a 2,300x return. The wealthy invest in early stage companies, folks. The public markets are for suckers. It's a rigged game. By the way, this happens in crypto as well. It's called pre-sale tokens. This is Solana. Does anybody know this chain? They sold pre-sale tokens for 4 cents. And you can see the date on there, April 5th, 2018. Look at Solana today, folks. That thing's up over 1,000x. The media and Wall Street and all these hype people get you to buy the top. Meanwhile, they put their clients in at the bottom and they use you for liquidity to make their clients rich. You can play this same game. You just have to have the financial education and the deal flow. That's it.
Another function of this exam system is, unlike the SAT, the contemporary college examination system, you can take it multiple times throughout your life. So the state monopolize your time as well, monopolize your mental energy. So it's a tax on your time, it's a tax on your mental energy, and that increases the power of the state. So this is the way I explain why in the West and in China, there's this dramatic difference in terms of the power of the state vis-a-vis the society, vis-a-vis the economy. Chinese civilization has produced this incredible, powerful state in a way that the Western civilization has never been able to produce, right? The difference goes back to the 6th century. Now I'm working with another academic looking at the data before 6th century and after 6th century, before the invention of the exam and after the invention of the exam. In fact, there were some really incredible similarities between the West and China before 6th century. But over time, those differences disappeared. We believe it was because of the exam system. And now if I translate this way of looking at things to contemporary China, the exam system, the rote memorization system is not very good at creativity, but it is very good at replication. What is replication? It is scaling. If you want to understand why Chinese workers and Chinese engineers and Chinese society as a whole are so capable of scaling, you have to go and understand that exam system. This is where I disagree with many observers who argue, oh, China is able to scale because they have low cost. Yes, they do have low cost, but Africa has low cost, India has low cost, Brazil has low cost. How come they cannot scale, right? So China is able to scale because of the homogenizing effect of the exam system on human capital. When you scale, better make sure that product quality is the same when you multiply the production from 1 to 100 to 1 million to 100 million. That replication is not that easy. And Chinese economy is able to do that because they have this incredible uniformity of the human capital. So I do believe that way of looking at the Chinese civilization also helps us understand what is going on in China today.
To continue watching the rest of the episode for free, visit our website londonreal.tv or click the link in the description below.
Hi, it's Brian Rose from London Real. You probably know that we've just recently been re-platformed on YouTube after 25 months completely in the dark. The truth is, I really need your help. What I really need you to do is click on that subscribe button right now, like this video, and maybe even leave a comment or share the link with friends. We're really fighting against an algorithm that's tried to keep us quiet for so long. And the more subscribers we have, the more people watch our content, the better guests we can bring you, the better content, and we can continue transforming lives. We've been doing this for 14 years now. I want to do this for another 14 years, but I really need your help. So click on that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, share this, and we're going to continue to bring you more and more great content. Thank you.